Alrighty, hey guys, and welcome to our first of many weekly check-in meetings. These are not required by any means to attend in person or to join in person because I know we all have different schedules, but these are just here for you to ask any questions, just sort of like an open office hours time, and then also just for me to give you the rundown of what is due for this week. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that so that noise isn't happening again. But yeah, so let's kind of get started. And I'm just going to walk you through what we are doing for this week. So, just a reminder, just always look at our announcements, like, at the beginning of the week. If there's any changes that occur, or if there's any issues that are going on, the announcements will let you know what has changed and what you need to do, if anything. Let's jump over here first to our course information, and we will see what we are on for this week. So we are in week 2, and so we are talking about Ed Puzzles 1 and 2, doing quiz 1, completing the active seeing assignment, and then also reviewing project 1. So really all that we have to do are the quiz 1 and the active seeing assignment, and then our lessons 1 and 2 in Ed Puzzle, which are pretty easy. I'm going to go to the modules page, and then we will look through what lessons 1 and 2 are about, and just going over the rules again for like the quizzes and the assignment submissions. So module 1 and 2, or sorry, lessons 1 and 2 is just covering like a very basic introduction to what art is, getting familiar with some terminology, and just talking about how to talk about artwork, really. Just very, very basic stuff. So after you watch Ed Puzzles 1 and 2, jump over here to the active seeing assignment. This is not, it's always going to make the most sense to watch the Ed Puzzles before you do the assignments, because they are always in relation to what is talked about in the Ed Puzzle. So for example, the active seeing assignment, if you haven't already watched the Ed Puzzle videos, active seeing is not a term that you are going to be familiar with and will not understand what it totally means. So let's talk about the instructions for this. This is like a kind of like mini essay. It doesn't have to be super, super long, but just kind of getting you familiar with the format of how to write about artwork. So the instructions, appreciating art requires us to look deeply at a work of art and think about how our own experiences may shape the way we view it. If we think about this as well as the artist's role in creating the artwork, we can begin to appreciate the value of work that art brings to its culture. So the first thing you'll want to do is review lesson 1, obviously, and then also select an artwork that you want to talk about for this assignment. You can go to Google Art and Culture, but please remember this is not a work that can be used again. And it is not a work that can have already been used. So don't choose like your favorite artwork, since we did that last week. Also, I'm going to put this as like, it's like a little reminder, but no Starry Night. Do not do your paper on Starry Night. We have heard enough about that. I get tons and tons and tons of papers on Starry Night, and I want you to think a little bit more abstractly than that. Not literally, you can be representational, but just think about something that you are not as familiar with. Once you select your artwork, you will need to cite where it came from, the artist's name, the artwork title, and the medium that it is done in. Task 3, you're going to utilize seeing or active seeing to explore the image more deeply, look closely at the work, and spend some time researching it and the artist. Remember, active seeing means that you are considering that everything we see is filtered through a long history of fears, prejudices, emotions, customs, and beliefs. So watch lesson 1 to know what active seeing is before getting started on this. Task 4, your assignment, like your actual physical assignment, is to create a 2-paragraph essay. Before beginning, you need to include a high quality image of your artwork labeled with the title, artist name, medium, size, and gallery, or the location of its work, like I said before. And then paragraph 1 is talking about exploring the subject matter and the content of your chosen work. So let's look at that real quick about what active seeing or what subject matter and content are. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up the PowerPoint from our Ed Puzzle lesson to kind of go over this. So you may have already seen this, but if not, just listen again. So for subject matter, Subject matter, like it says here, is what is physically present in the artwork, not an opinion or an interpretation. So this is as if you were at an art gallery looking at an artwork and we were on the phone and I couldn't see it. We couldn't FaceTime, couldn't send me a picture of it. And you were just describing to me what it is that the artwork looked like, what the actual the subject matter is that's there. So, for Starry Night, for example, since we're not using Starry Night, the subject matter is a night sky, stars, a moon, and a landscape below, like with some like houses and things. And you can even get more descriptive and get more into the form to talk about, what colors are used, what kind of line is used, things like that. But content is specifically the message or the meaning of the work of art. So if I were you, I would break this paragraph down into talking about first what it is that we visually see, what is the subject matter, and then be able to talk about the content by referencing the subject matter that you stated before. That's the best way to organize this paper. So hopefully, if you guys watch this and take my advice on that, I think it'll favor better in your favor. So then paragraph 2 is to write a paragraph just exploring how active seeing made you think about the work of art differently. So you will need to reflect on this and, maybe before, when you were viewing the artwork, before you knew what active seeing was and knew how to activate active seeing, it might not have been as profound to you. So just talk about how active seeing, if at all, changed your opinion of the artwork. And this is a direct submission, so you will need to upload your assignment as a submission or like as a file rather than a comment. And I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. So we go on to the submission here. You see the instructions again. There are 2 options here. You can either do the assignment submission or you can do the comments. If you do a comment, I know this sounds kind of harsh, but I will not grade your assignment. This does not let us go through the plagiarism checker, which is a really, really big deal for these papers. You will need to click the right submission here, type in, whatever it is that you need to write. Click on these 3 little dots right here, and then the plus button right there will let you pull in your image from your artwork. Don't try to link, and just at all ever, please don't try to link your artwork or like an image or anything like that to the assignment, because oftentimes I don't have permission to view the file and it just gives me an error. So just always save it as a PDF or save it as like a Word document and upload it by adding content here. And that's how you'll upload your image. Or just, avert that altogether and just save your file as a Word document or a PDF, and then go to browse local files and you can just attach your paper that way. But I know it's like very tempting because at first the right submission, like the box here isn't even there. You have to click right submission, but do not type in the comments. Please do not write your submission as the comments. I will not grade your paper if you do that. So that's your warning there. Let's jump back over to the quiz. So for quiz 1, which I need to open for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Sorry about that if you'd already tried to take it. Quiz 1 and just all quizzes in general come with this little bit of like instructions and warnings before you actually start the quiz. Super important that you do that. Remember, there is only 1 attempt per quiz, so you cannot restart the quiz after you have began it and take it again. Or if you like see the answer choices that were wrong, you can't go back and correct them. There's only 1 attempt for it. 2, you only have 20 minutes per quiz. So you need to make sure that when you start the quiz that you are in a good place, that you are somewhere that it's not going to be interrupted for at least 20 minutes and or at the most 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes have passed, the quiz will save and close. So if you, for example, have to go and, take out the trash or something, I don't know what it is, and you're gone for more than 20 minutes, like while you have the quiz open, it will not just save its place. It will save its place, but then if 20 minutes elapses, it will close. So that is also you will not be able to attempt the quiz again if that's something that happens. You are able to use your PowerPoints if you want to like save the PowerPoint and reference back to it. Obviously we're all at home, so like I can't monitor if you're like, open notes or not. So I'm not even going to try to like say no open notes. You obviously can look at your PowerPoints while you're taking the quiz. However, don't have like another page up or like close out of your window or anything like that. It will not let you reopen the quiz. It'll just save it wherever you close the window at. If there are any of these technical issues that I have listed above that occur, in my no makeup work policy, I do state that I do not accept late work and will not allow you to retake a quiz if one of the above issues occurs. If you do have technical issues occurs, email me immediately. I can't, say for certain that I will give you an extension. I probably won't give you an extension if it's one of these things that are listed above. But if it's something that is like, totally just out of left field that goes on, just email me immediately and let me know. Also, just as like a general warning, I guess, like, or just a risk that you're sort of taking. I know that we have like the way our deadlines work, our assignments open on Monday morning at 12 a.m. and then they close at 11:59 p.m. on the following Sunday. So me personally, as your instructor, I am not available to you like just 24/7, 7 days a week. The last time that I will be able to help assist you with anything is going to be before 5 p.m. on Fridays. So if you're waiting to like even look at this work or view the videos or, anything like that, until like Sunday night, you can do that. That's totally fine. That's, it's open there for you if you want it, but you are taking a risk of not being able to get in communication with me. And if you are waiting that late, if something like technical like this occurs, or like there's an issue opening the assignment or something like that, I can't help you at that point. That's on, you needed to probably sort that out earlier in the week. And you've got ample time to be able to do that. So I think that it's supposed to state that for our 13 sessions, like 13-week sections of this class, that you're supposed to spend like 7 to 9 hours per week, like only on this class. And that's a requirement from the college, not from me. So, you're just make sure that you're balancing your time correctly. And the work that you are doing for this class, like weekly, is set up to spend about that much time on it. So if you're waiting until Sunday at, 10 o'clock to do any of your assignments, you're already taking a risk there, not being able to get finished. So just a warning. I just don't want anybody to be blindsided by the amount of work that you have to do for this class. And I know it is a lot, but it is a compressed course. So that doesn't necessarily mean that, we're doing only 13 weeks worth of work instead of 16 weeks. It just means the 16 weeks that is like the full semester is being compressed to fit into 13 weeks. So, our deadlines come up really quickly. It's a lot of work. It is, it's not that hard of work, I wouldn't say. It's like, as long as you're paying attention and you're looking back on your PowerPoints and whatnot, the work is not that difficult to achieve, at least from my perspective. It's not like having to, learn a bunch of math or something like that, or memorize a whole bunch of, formulas or whatever. But it does require you to take the time to write the papers, to watch the Edpuzzle videos, to complete the activities, and that sort of thing. So I just don't want anybody to be surprised by the amount of work that is in this class. I know it's a lot, but that's my whole spiel for today. The only other thing I want to mention to you guys is that we do have an extra credit opportunity that I posted this morning. And it's our first extra credit opportunity. I know we don't have a lot of submissions yet or like graded assignments, but you can carry these points over for a future assignment if you'd like to. If you want me to, hold them for you, I can do that. But the two things you can do, the first one is tomorrow, actually. It is the Portia York Crochet Circle, and it is in the Roush Gallery on the Gaston College campus. It is from 3 to 4 p.m. And it's what it sounds like. It is a crochet circle. You do not have to have an experience to do this. You can just attend and take a selfie of yourself in the gallery participating, and that's all you need. Additionally, you can go to the Associates of Fine Arts Group 1 reception that is taking place on Wednesday at, oh gosh, it maybe didn't post there. It's taking place on Wednesday at 11:30 in the Beam Gallery. I'll edit this assignment or this announcement and put that photo there as well. But yeah, 11:30 to 1 p.m. And for that one specifically, I would like for you to find me specifically and take a selfie with me in the gallery to know that you were at the reception. I have lots of these that I'll post throughout the semester. Each one is worth 20 points of extra credit. So if you have like a 60 on a quiz or whatever, it'll bump it up to an 80. And if you go to both of these opportunities, you can get 40 points extra credit. So, if you have a 60 on a quiz and that's your lowest grade, then it'll be 100. But yeah, that's all that you need to know. If you do go to one of these, I will be at the student show, but I do have a class during the time of the crochet circle, so I won't be able to physically attend that. But if for the student show, take a selfie with me in the gallery, and for the crochet circle, just take a selfie of yourself in the gallery. Just some like little tips there though. If you go with a classmate, if someone else is taking this class and you want to go together, please make sure that you both email me the photo, even if it's both of you in the gallery together. You both need to send me the photo. And then, like I said, I realize we don't have a lot of assignments yet, but I can apply these points later on if you feel like you will need them. But that's it for this first weekly check-in. I hope that helped you guys. I don't have anybody like physically present in the group with us this week, so which is fun. It's not required. But I'm going to go ahead and log off, and I will post this to the announcement. So hopefully you give it a watch.